Hey guys, and welcome to Book-O-Ween day 5. I can't believe we're this far in already. It's been a wild ride for me, at least, to film, read, and edit all these videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying them. If you are, please let me know in the comments down below, and maybe we can make this a regular thing on my channel. I think that would be really fun. Today's video is going to be The Watcher by Charles Maclean. I think that's how you say his last name. I found this book when I was looking up books about Halloween, which is weird because this book doesn't have anything to do with Halloween. The only thing is that it takes place in October, so I guess it can qualify as that, but it really doesn't have anything to do with Halloween at all. The cover is cool, I guess. It's an eyeball and the eye itself is a spiral staircase. I just think it's kind of weird looking. Kind of grosses me out seeing an eye that close, but you know. Let me read you the back. Friday rush hour. Martin Gregory just manages to catch the 4:48 train. Tomorrow is his wife's birthday and he plans to devote the weekend to her and their beloved dogs. But when he rises in the morning, Gregory does something so horrific, so inexplicable, and so out of character that his only option is to run. A lost horror classic back in print at last, The Watcher chronicles Martin as his quest for understanding plunges him through shifting realities and twisted corridors of time and into the deepest recesses of the human mind. This book was so annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I did not really like this book. I don't enjoy it. The little blurbs on the thing are so misguiding, but I'll talk about that later. Before I get too detailed, I want to give a disclaimer. This book has graphic descriptions of dogs being killed, and I want to let you guys know because when I first started reading it, I was very shocked and it kind of took me by surprise. And honestly, I don't like reading about dogs dying, and I really don't like it being that graphic, and it was pretty graphic, I'm not gonna lie. It really describes it, and as someone who is a big dog lover and has a dog who is currently sitting in front of me right now who I love with like my entire being, I don't like reading that kind of thing. So if you're like me, I don't know if this book is for you because it is a major theme of the novel. That's my dog. She's whining at me because I'm not paying attention to her and I'm filming a video. So I just wanted to let you guys know because I personally didn't like being thrown into that, and I know some people probably wouldn't either. So yeah, just be warned. I found it pretty graphic, so just wanted to give you guys a quick disclaimer real quick. Martin leaves work early on a Friday to come home and prepare for his wife Anna's birthday. He has several boxes that he's bringing home. He has champagne, he has caviar. I mean, he is going all out for Anna's birthday. He is very excited about this. So that night when Anna is in bed sleeping, he goes downstairs and he sets everything up for her birthday tomorrow. He puts the champagne in the fridge, he puts caviar in the fridge, he wraps up her presents except for the big surprise. He leaves unwrapped and kind of tucked under a table, just waiting like with the other presents because it's like the big surprise. In the morning, Martin goes downstairs and makes Anna breakfast while she's sleeping, and then he gives it to her in the room. But then he locks her in the room while she's still sleeping, which is strange. After he locks her in the room, he goes back downstairs and he enters this weird trance-like state, I guess, and he opens the big surprise for Anna, and it turns out to be an empty box. There's nothing in it, which he then proceeds to murder his 2 dogs and put their bodies into the box that nothing was in, that is the big surprise for Anna. And then he just leaves her there, locked in the room, and the dog's dead in the box. He goes to a motel and he stays there for like 2 days while he's in this trance-like state. It's weird. He's just laying in bed in this motel, not doing anything. He ends up seeing a psychiatrist due to this sudden psychological breakdown that occurred in just a random period of his life. Dr. Somerville starts using hypnosis on him and regression therapy to try to uncover his past trauma and why he ended up, killing his dogs. There's a lot more to the book, but honestly, I don't even want to go into it. And two, it's too much. This book is so weird. It started off very normal and I was kind of into it, and then it takes a turn that is just so strange. It's also very confusing. I get that it's supposed to be one of those books where it's like, is this person crazy or are people making him look crazy? Which one is it? And I mean, they do a good job of that, but it was so confusing and so boring that I didn't care if he was crazy or not. It didn't matter. I just wanted the book to end. Let's talk about the blurbs on this book. If you are easily upset, stop right here. The New York Times. I mean, the most upsetting thing of this book is the dogs getting murdered. And honestly, yeah, if you don't like that, don't read this book, because honestly, one, you're not going to miss anything, and two, you won't have to think about poor dogs getting killed. The #1 horror novel of all time, The Guardian, London. No, it's not. I can tell you right now it's not. I've heard no one ever talking about this. An extraordinary book, unlike anything else I've ever read. Yeah, it's unlike anything I've ever read because it sucked. I'm something of an insomniac. I read The Watcher and stopped sleeping altogether. Why? Why would you stop sleeping? It's not that crazy, that intense, that scary. There's nothing about it that is that crazy that would give you this type of reaction. I'm just saying, it's really not that special. It's like every other psychological thriller horror book. It's typical. This book is not scary in the slightest. It's weird. It's boring. I almost didn't finish it. I didn't want to continue reading it. I wanted it to be over. I was so tired of reading this book. It was so boring. So stupid in my opinion. I give it 2 pumpkins out of 5. I'm being kind of generous because I didn't hate it that much. But honestly, I don't really recommend it. If it sounds like something up your alley and, you like that kind of thing, then go for it. But I didn't personally like it at all. It didn't scare me, didn't give me spooks or freaks or chills or anything like that. It was just boring, confusing, and weird. Also, just not a very special book in my opinion. Very typical for the psychological genre. It's not that... wasn't that special in my opinion, but to each their own. I'm sure there are some people that love this book and think it's like a holy grail, but that's just not me. All right, guys, that does it for Book-O-Ween Day 5, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Obviously, I keep asking you that, but I really just want to know if you guys are liking this series, and if you want me to do it in the future or with different holidays or something like that, just let me know. And if you did enjoy this video, please give me a like, think about subscribing to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!